Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 10th, 2025. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle coming out for Sagittarius. Okay. The honoring path is coming out. There's something about you feeling like you're not going to be able to bow out of something gracefully. You're not going to be able to leave something gracefully, lose something gracefully. But there's something about your situation not being safe. They're giving me a shark. So there's something about the situation not being safe. You need to be honest about that. You need to create a boundary where you're really being honest about your situation where you are, because I feel that the window is closing for some of you to get out of a situation. I feel if you're not honest, if you're not authentic, if you don't realize that your way is the only way for you, right? And by saying that, that means that maybe you're telling people, maybe you're bringing this up. You're saying, listen, I'm not in a good position right now. People may be trying to poo-poo you, tell you it's not that bad or whatever the case is, but you may be seeing a problem. If you see a red flag or a problem, it's time to move on. And the reason for that is I'm seeing a lightning bolt, and lightning bolts usually mean that one problem is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many underlying issues in this situation. One where, as far as a shark is concerned, very well could be that someone is completely taking advantage of you just to cause harm. The honoring path over the whole reading is an intention about what I'm trying to do the right thing here. But you can't worry about whether you're doing the right thing according to what the crowd is saying, because as you see, there's a woman walking and there's a crowd and everyone's giving her a round of applause. You cannot be concerned with whether or not other people will agree with how you are feeling about a situation. Loss is the Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. A lot of you are getting to a point where you can no longer blame another person for the burden that you're under. And I'm saying that because if you see the problem and then you're saying something about it, people are like, oh, whatever. Later on, everyone's going to be like, well, you saw the problem. So why didn't you walk away and block and start over? Why didn't you do that, right? No one will take accountability for how they were trying to steer you in a different direction. Six of Cups, Justice with Courage, is talking about how a lot of you are going to have to realize that, and all's fair in love and war. And also that would speak to the fact that if somebody's got to get their feelings hurt, they just do. Here I'm seeing the color brown. Sorry about the shake. That it's time for you to lay a solid foundation and have a level of boundary, establish a boundary. And the boundary is that no one should be putting you behind a fence, blocking your creativity. If you start to feel like you're not able to come up with brand new ideas, if you're not able to create, it's time to get away from that energy. Sorry. Stop focusing your energy on the past. Okay, it's time. They're saying you're wasting time focusing on the past or focusing on all the time that you may have lost. It's time to create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine today. Okay, you want to say to yourself, I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. Okay, so that would let you know that even if you were to say, I'm blocking, I'm walking away, it is so and so's fault, I'm going away, whatever the case is, the spirit will protect you, and everything that you need will come. Everything you need will come when you need it. Everything you want will come when you need it as well. It's important that you are authentic and all that you do, because what you feel and what you're dreaming about, and what you're imagining is worthy, right? I'm seeing angel number 0606, and it's about being honest, but also light about your honesty. So it's not to come in with a hammer and be like, and that's why all these things, blah, 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 blah. But it's more so about being honest and applying the light to your situation by, not necessarily taking things like gloom and doom, but looking at it and saying, this is the situation and this is how it needs to be resolved, because I'm looking at it for what it is. I'm seeing it for face value, and it needs to be resolved. The best way to resolve it is XYZ, and you find that by being honest and light, because that's the fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life, right? It's how we find solutions and comfort. So we have to release our worries by speaking our truth. We've got to express our emotions regularly, regardless of how sad it makes another person. Because I am seeing a disappointment There's an energy of saying, I don't want to disappoint anyone. I'll just pretend it's not a problem. But you see a problem, and although others may be telling you that it's not that serious, it is. Okay? It's time to open up. The sacred temple is 7 of swords and the 8 of swords. So the sacred temple is speaking about how you are stuck, and you may be telling yourself, I'm not really stuck. I mean, everybody else says I'm not stuck, kind of vibe. I don't necessarily see Sagittarius as one that adheres to that kind of thought process, but that is what I'm seeing in this energy, that you're not meant to be stuck, and you are not actually stuck. The sacred temple is saying that you're meant to move on and leave the baggage of the past in the past, but it also speaks of ending something infinitely, like ending it, finite end. The milestone is the 5 of Wands twice. Oh my gosh. This is a milestone here where you are finally at a place where you're ready to make some creative plans, where you're ready to establish this boundary, where you're ready to cut ties, when you're ready to move forward. You're seeing a problem. The problem is much bigger than you're seeing. And it's time, if you see it, not to turn a blind eye to it, bury your head in the sand, or sweep it under the rug. It's time to face it, and to face it honestly. Express how you feel and start making your plans. The milestone is that now it's becoming a real serious problem for you. 5 of Wands here twice is talking about a real serious conflict. It's starting to become a problem. I even feel that there's a milestone here of, for some of you, this could be violence. Like, it could be like, oh, we're about to throw blows. Like, we're about to really put our hands on each other. This has got to stop. Okay. I don't know who this is for, but this is killing me here because I'm seeing color brown. Brown is talking about how we have got to establish that boundary of, like, I can't grow here. I will not do. I will not be, kind of thing. Um, yeah, angel number 0606. Is there anything else Spirit wants you to know? Beavers. Beavers build dams where nothing can get through. And that's where they want you to, or the energy that they want you to embody. I'm seeing shark energy too. So all of these things that I'm seeing have a lot to do with water, which is emotional. So you need to trust your emotions, express them. All right. So you could be dealing with a Libra. That's the main sign I'm seeing. The only sign I'm seeing. You don't have to be dealing with Libra, but that sign could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.